Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Fearless Friday. I am thrilled to be here. I hope you have had the most wonderful week since I last saw you, and you are taking baby steps, or a baby step, right? It doesn't have to be baby steps, doesn't have to be plural, but as long as you have found a baby step that you can commit to every week, then you are heading in the right direction. And that is exactly what I want to talk to you about today. Today we're going to dive deep into knowing what it is that you want. What is your dream for yourself, for your family, for your community? What is that? Do you have that yet? I know I didn't for a long time. I wasted too much time trying to fit myself back into my old life instead of taking some time to slow down, to breathe, and to work out where my joy lies. Like, what brings me that sense of fulfillment, right? What do I need to feel happy, to feel connected, to feel useful? And that's what I want you to start getting curious around for yourself also. No more of this trying to fit in to our old lives. That person has gone now. That was the toughest message that my counsellor ever uttered, those words. When I'm talking way back, I didn't even know if the cancer treatment had been successful at that point, and my whole life had taken a complete 180 with regards to my husband divorcing me, not being able to get back home to Australia, so losing my home, losing my friends, losing my work, losing my oncology team, right? Everything, my whole life just ended up crashed around me, and I ended up in counselling at the most wonderful place called Solace in Southeast Island. If you're in Southeast Island, go check them out. They're a fabulous entity. But my counsellor said to me one day when I was like, I just want to feel like my old self again. I just want to get back. Like, I want to get back to Australia. I want to get back to my life. And I just want to feel like my old self. And she tore that band-aid off really quickly. And she said, but that person's gone now. That old version of you, she's long gone. How can you possibly be the same person after everything that you've gone through? And I share those words with you today because I want you to understand also that if you are trying to fit yourself back into your old life, you are wasting your time, your energy, no doubt your money, right? That person's gone. Where we focus is, who are you today? Who are you? Who is this incredible human being that you are today because of everything that you have gone through or that you are continuing to go through? That's our journey, right? That's our focus. That's what's going to bring us joy and purpose and connection and everything else that comes with it, right? To have that, we need to be able to dream. What do you want? What does light you up inside? What does bring you love and connection? What do you need to be doing to feel useful? I want you to journal on those questions. I want you to allow those thoughts to just bubble up, get curious around those thoughts. When you're in the shower, when you're out running, when you're walking, when you're washing the dishes, it doesn't matter. Just allow those thoughts to percolate. What do I need? What do I need? What do I want? What is that dream? What do I want to create for this next chapter? And it's important to delve into that, because if we don't have a North Star, like that guiding light, right, the North Star that we can navigate from, then we're probably going to be running around like headless chickens. right? You're going to be directionless. And if you're anything like me, if you don't know what you're doing with your life, it just compounds those feelings of being lost, being overwhelmed, being unable to make changes, being stuck, right? And all the anger and the resentment and the guilt and the shame that comes with that. Oh, it's a perfect storm. It's a perfect storm. So I want you to think about all of those things, and I want you to think about what a North Star could be for you. What could that vision be for you? What is that life that you dream of? What is the life that you survived for? What is that life that you are creating? Whether you're still going through your treatment, whether you're the other side, whether you are finding a way to thrive with cancer. Natasha, this one's for you. Right? We need a vision. We need a dream. And then we need a couple of milestones in that dream. But I'll do milestones next week. This week, I want you to pay attention to your thoughts and your dreams and write it down. Write down what it is you need. Write down what it is. Sorry, my hearing's just gone woo. What is it you need? What is it you want? What lights you up inside? What makes you feel useful, connected, loved, happy, healthy? What is it? Explore. I don't expect you to have the answers as I'm talking to you today. I need you to explore. Get curious. Have fun with this, but get curious. Your morning pages are going to be a great asset to you in this. Your play dates, an even greater asset in this, because those play dates are getting you out in the world, getting you to a place of new opportunities, new people, new opportunities, right? Right? Have fun with this. And then I'm just going to share one story with you, and that's about recognizing your dream. So I may be jumping ahead, but it's a good story to share, and it came to my mind when I was planning today's Fearless Friday. It's like, oh, I could share that story. I've always talked. I'd moved back from Australia. I'd made the decision to come back, and I'd moved back into my old home in Brentwood, and it had been rented out for 7 years, so I was going to sell it, but I needed to update it. And then as I started to, redecorate, I started to think, one thing leads to another. I'm just going to knock that wall out, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And then I was just, and my refresh turned into a big renovation. And I'm getting very stressed about it all. And I'm becoming quite overwhelmed by it all. I'm quite exhausted by it all. And then one of my friends from Australia phones me one day, and we're chatting, and she's like, what are you up to? And I tell her how stressed I am. I tell her how life is overwhelming me, and I tell her why. I say I'm building my business, and I'm coaching, and I'm renovating my home, and I have to go and do this, and I have to go and choose wallpaper, and I have to go find furniture, and I have to run a group program, and I have to do workshops, and I have to be in London, and I have to be here. And she said to me, wow, Kat, it sounds like you're doing everything you've ever dreamed of. I just thought that was a great story to share. How will you recognize when you're living that dream? And she was right. She was right, because I've always dreamed of building a great business, like coaching, supporting, being useful to people, running workshops and events and retreats and renovating houses and interior design. And I've dreamt of all of that. And yet when I had it, it was overwhelming me. I had to stop. I had to take a step back, and I had to go, oh yeah, living the dream, right? Living the dream. I guess what I'm saying is acknowledge that sometimes it can feel overwhelming if we lose sight of our North Star, if we get lost in the busyness of life, of work, of hospital appointments, of loneliness, right? Be careful not to get lost. which is why we need the North Star. So that's what I'm leaving with you today. I'm missing my words now. Hello, Liz. It is lovely to see you here live. I have a niece in New Zealand, and she sent me a photo the other day. She was at the airport picking up her friends, and she sent me a photograph from the airport. I think she's in Auckland. And oh my God, the blue skies, the green grass, the snow-capped mountain in the distance. Oh my God, it's beautiful, beautiful. So I'm hoping one day to get to New Zealand to witness that myself. And that is me done. That's me done for this week. This is our Fearless Friday done. I am now heading to Surrey. I have to drive for an hour and a half now to Surrey for a planning meeting. So I'm kind of groping a little bit that I've got to be in my car for an hour and a half and drive to Surrey, but when I get there, it's going to be amazing. So off I go. Have a wonderful week. Any questions, write them to me. If I come to New Zealand, Liz, I will let you know so we can have a coffee. And I will see you next week. But any questions you've got, any support you need, you know where to find me. Put it in the comments and I will come back at some point over the week and I'll be answering all your questions. Have a beautiful week, everyone. Speak to you soon.